It's like the U.S. embassy is throwing some shots and
About to
people
go
taking
down.
stray bullets like they are not doing. What is happening?
This is not
What's
straight
going on?
bullet. This is direct bullet.
Hey. Sir? So you mean they are
Will you
talking
be
to some
affected
people?
by this restriction?
Oh, okay. Me, my visa, I'm still acquiring passports.
So you is a shade to you, but the direct people, they know.
They know themselves.
Exactly. I think it's a very good one. I, for one, I believe that the other embassies should also learn and do same.
Okay.
Because if you restrict only the USA and the other embassies give them the visa, they will still fly out, right?
Yeah.
So if USA is doing it, they should be lobbying other countries to us, especially the notable ones that we know if they restrict them, it will affect them greatly. And how is it going?
Don't spoil your country and run to us. Well, if you're wondering why I am saying this, the US Embassy have issued a new visa restriction policy targeting people who have plans of undermining the democratic dispensation of Ghana. Kingsley, it's like the US Embassy is throwing some shots and people taking stray bullets like they are not doing. What is happening?
This is not
What's going on?
bullet. This is direct bullet.
Sir? So you mean they are talking to some people?
Will you be affected by this restriction?
Oh, okay. Me, my visa, I'm still acquiring passports.
So you is a shade to you, but the direct people, they know.
They know themselves.
Exactly. I think it's a very good one. I, for one, I believe that the other embassies should also learn and do same.
Okay.
Because if you restrict only the USA and the other embassies give them the visa, they will still fly out, right?
Yeah.
So if USA is doing it, they should be lobbying other countries to us, especially the notable ones that we know if they restrict them, it will affect them greatly. And how is it going to affect them? Right. No, we are in this together. You and I can attest to the fact that the political atmosphere here today, especially for this year's election, is going to be that of... I feel like tension. Yes, the tension is so thick you can touch it.
Right.
So the least thing they will sit on radio, tell their supporters to go and do, can spark something we are not ready for.
True. A very volatile.
It's like petrol.
Yeah, highly inflammable.
Spread.
That's true.
Exactly what I'm trying to say. Right. So I'm saying that the USA is a very good thing. They will feel it. They will feel it. So as we are heading into this year's elections, they should be decorous. They should be calm.
So you think the way to go is placing this restriction, which would, and you know the implications of placing these restrictions, because businesses will be affected and all of that. Let me give you some. And they are directly talking to the political class and the people who think they are above the poverty line. In fact, way above the poverty line. How is it going to affect them? Such people, you and I know, they don't even receive their medical treatment in this country. They have specialists up there. Oh, but when you finish
some fly on Friday and they come on Sunday and go to work on Monday. So they will feel it.
Life is for the living.
Imagine something happens during the election or after, and you are not able to get such a service. You and I will use the Kolebu. You and I will use the Ghanaians.
Yeah.
If it happened to you, Ghana will happen to you. So they are going to feel it.
Okay.
Another one, you and I know their kids are not here. They don't school with us. Even if you school with them, at some point they will leave you. How are you going to be able to go and visit the family? Maybe your wife and your kids are not here. They are there.
Right. But you see, in as much as we want to control the situation and everything, there are people who are of the opinion that it is very important we find a way so we don't cross the line of foreign interference into our politics, the kind of things, the space provide. So at what point do you think that, okay, this visa restriction, let it end here? Basically we shouldn't cross that line of getting to political interference. How do we check that so we don't have political interference, even though we want the diplomatic community to still, take responsibility.
So you want my money, but you don't want to take my instructions. Go and check the grants that comes from US alone. Master, they are called the world superpower for a reason. They know that they have businesses there. They know they've looted monies and it's in their banks there. They know they have other things to do there that can affect them. Usually what they do is that they want us to remain poor so that they can still fleece the funds we have here, the little one we are trying to manage. They will still make it bazaar. COVID came and we all know how they diverted funds and things. They know what they are doing there. Look at how you and I, when we go for visa, do you know the next visa date for US now? It's heading into October 2025. If you should apply for visa today, you will be called for an interview in October 2025.
No way.
But that political classes kid goes and comes out. If the visa ends today or should expire today, tomorrow it will be stamped for them. The US know what the upper class are doing to some of the countries, especially in the Africa region. Do you understand?
I get it. I get it. In all sincerity, Kingsley, you believe that this visa restriction thing will deter these people or people who are looking at undermining the democracy of this country? In your honest opinion, do you think this will deter them?
It won't. Mind you, this is US and not government of Ghana. Ideally, we should be making some policies or laws to curb some of these things. That is why I have an issue with the National Peace Council. What is peace about? Just people signing before months or days to election when we don't even know what will happen during and after. Yeah. Sometimes things happen in the heat of the voting day, and one reckless leader can tell his supporters, go and bend the ballot boxes or go and turn it upside down so that what happens to such people? So we should rather be signing pacts to say that, see, if you misbehave and we catch you, this and this, and just for the electoral period. After the period, that law doesn't exist.
Okay.
And let's see if they will mess up.
Okay.
But USA even coming in to give you some of these things is to tell you that what you are refusing to do, I am doing it for you. Because I even want your country. Because we are always priding ourselves with, we are the most peaceful country in the world. We are one of the people that practice democracy very well. So why do we want to lose it all because of election? And we know the people, the warmongering people amongst us, they talk as if there's no tomorrow. Meanwhile, your kid and your family are outside Ghana.
Yeah. That is very unfair if you ask me. And for me, I believe that where the world is advancing towards right now is global village, a place where you can call a global village. So I can understand that Ghana cannot act as an island. So definitely,
and don't forget,
there is a
US they have corporations here.
Exactly.
They have their investment here.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
And above all, they have their citizens
here too.
You know how they don't play with their citizens.
Exactly.
If war should happen anywhere, the first thing you know is that there's a chartered plane there. Just show your United States passport and just enter.
You are out.
And you are out. So if for nothing at all, let's just say they are issuing this warning so that they protect their citizens.
And for me, I feel, well, it's welcomed, right? But again, you would want to be careful because whatever it is, at the end of the day, we are looking at the sovereignty of the country or the sovereignty of the nation. And if the sovereignty of the nation is tampered or hampered with, then I think that the cause or the effect of issuing that visa, this thing really is not even neither here nor there, because at the end of the day, the sovereignty of the country must be intact as well. And that is why I said, yes, they operate within a diplomatic community, but in there too, their interests that align.
Yes.
So in as much as we are going and applauding that, yes, US is doing this, first, it's important to see if it aligns with the country's interests and is in line with the sovereignty of the nation. Because whatever it is, if it will undermine the sovereignty of the country, then it doesn't work for me. So, in as much as we are welcoming this good gesture because we don't want people to undermine our democracy, the same way we have to take precaution and make sure that the sovereignty of this nation is not tampered with. You know,
at this point, I'll be happy if the government of Ghana will also put some visa restrictions on US. Because they are also going to the... They are going to elect
on Monday
president.
They are voting, right? I know.
You can't.
You can't. Well, you know... So it's about capacity and muscle.
Shut up. You have to shut up.
Right. But what's your final take on this?
It's a good thing, like I said in the beginning. The other agencies or embassies, I beg your pardon, should do the same thing. US is not enough. But we all know that US is where they say what? Land of opportunities. So that's where the deal happens. That's where everything happens. But if Europe, at least key countries in Europe like Germany, Netherlands, Finland, others, just protect us, because at this point, you and I, we are the vulnerable ones.
Yeah.
Because Egypt, you have not gotten your passport, so the visa card there you won't get.
You know, you know, when I saw this policy that was being announced by the U.S. Embassy, immediately it clicked to me that, look, the white man would never recognize you on his land. You know, you can go you can go and then, you know, take all the opportunity it will present for you there. But he will never recognize you on his land. So what do? It is very important that you create yours, you build your own very well, so that our prayer topics will not become, oh God, let me travel, but rather be in this country and do what it takes and become who you want to be. So it is
be a first-class citizen
in your own country, so that your prayer point won't be, God, I need visa.
Oh my God.
This has been Sauce and Pepper. Here with me, Kingsley.
They should freeze their account too for us.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know if viewers would agree with that. But if you agree that they should freeze their account too, let us know.
It's not done easily like that. But if they can, they should add that.
Okay. Let us know what you think.